Hey, what's going on, everybody? I decided to make another quick video to show you guys how to change your oil in your Mercedes CLA. Now, with this process I am doing, you can do just about any Mercedes-Benz. Standard oil is just 0W40 European car formula. I am using Mobile One. I purchased the OEM Mercedes-Benz oil filter. I'll show you guys the location of that and how to replace it and everything. So with the Mercedes CLA, it'll take about 6 quarts of oil. So I have a 5 quart and just 1 quart over here. I'm going to be using this hand pump oil extractor, fluid extractor, whatever you want to call it. Makes it really easy. The thing I like about Mercedes-Benz is it is really convenient to do oil changes. You know, people take them to the dealership and pay $150, $200 for oil change, and you don't even have to get under the car, jack it up or anything like that. You just, 10, 15 minutes, you have an oil change. It's really convenient, and I'll show you guys how to use that. I'll leave the link in the description to where you can purchase all of this so you can go ahead and do your oil change if you want to. The only tools that you'll need is a 27mm socket, an extension, and a ratchet, and just some shop rags or whatever to clean the oil off of the car. To show you guys the oil filter location, you just want to come back here, and it is right down there. You'll just want to use your 27mm socket, loosen the oil filter, and I'll show you guys how to replace the O-rings and stuff like that on it, how to replace the filter, and that's basically it. You'll just want to stick the tube down here in your dipstick, and then it'll suck all of that oil out of there. I'll show you guys how to use it and everything, so yeah, let's get started. Okay, so let's take a quick look on how to operate the oil extractor. So you'll have this thicker tube right here that'll go into the nozzle, and then you'll have the skinnier tube. This is the tube that'll go down your dipstick and suck the oil out for you. And you'll just have this hand pump that you just want to start pumping up, and then you'll start to see the oil flow through the tube and then into the container. It is very basic, really easy to do. Anybody can do this at home. You know, this will last you a lifetime of oil changes. So, you know, it pays for itself in the end. One other note, when you're doing any type of service to your car, make sure you go into your maintenance book, and write down what type of service you're doing so the next owner can see, that you've completed service on your vehicle, kept up with the maintenance and everything. It's just a little bit rewarding for the next owner to know that that car was taken care of. So that's what I like to do. I just thought it'd be another quick note that or quick tip that I can give you guys. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so on to the oil extracting process. As extra precaution, I just lay some towels underneath the container so I will not do any harm to the engine or the vehicle. As you can tell, I put the tube into the dipstick. You just want to push it down there until you feel where it stops, and then you're good to go. You'll just want to pump it up, and then you'll start to see the oil flow through the tube. It may take 15 minutes or so for all the oil to extract into the container. I am right at 6 quarts, so I am good to go. I am done extracting oil, so now I'll move on to the oil filter, show you guys how to remove it and everything. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so now on to changing the oil filter. First, I like to lay a large towel or something out on the front fender as protection so I don't scratch the vehicle. So I have my 27mm socket here, extension and ratchet. I'll try to get a good camera angle for you guys. So there's the oil filter right there. You just want to put your socket on there, just like that. Give it a good turn. Until you can take it out by hand. So just keep doing that until you fully remove the oil filter. Then I'll show you the O-rings and everything like that. All right. Okay, so now that you have the oil filter removed, you'll want to look closely. You'll have 3 O-rings. You have one right here, and one right there. To remove the old oil filter, you'll just want to Pull it out just like that. In your new oil filter kit, you'll have a set of new O-rings and the new oil filter. So to remove the old O-rings, you can just use a small flathead screwdriver or whatever to pry it out. You can use some cutters, your preference, whatever you want to do. Just just remove the old O-rings and install the new ones. Put some oil on the new O-rings for added lubrication. And then you're good to go. And we'll get to installing the oil filter after I put all the new O-rings on and everything. So yeah. Okay, so here we are installing the new oil filter. Just want to set it in there, just like that. Like I said, just start hand tightening it. Until you start to feel it get a little tight. Then you can take your socket here, start tightening it down. You'll feel once it starts getting some good resistance that you're good. You don't want to over tighten it. So, all right, so now it's time to put oil in the vehicle. Okay, so I have added all 6 quarts of oil into the engine. We're going to go ahead and check the level. Just wiping off the old oil. Let's go ahead and insert it. Let's check it now. Let's see. I'll show you guys. Looks like we are good. Okay, so we can go ahead and start the engine, let it run, and we're good to go. Okay, so we're in the vehicle. We're going to start it up, let it run, see how it sounds, do a visual inspection of the oil filter, make sure there's no leaks or anything like that, clean up any oil spills that may be on the engine, and replace the engine cover. All right, let's get to it. Sounds good so far. You just want to let the oil flow through the engine. Let's go ahead and check the oil filter. I do not see any signs of oil dripping or anything like that, so we're good. We have some oil right here we need to clean up. Alright, so let's go ahead and clean this oil up. What I'm using is basically a waterless wash O&R and a microfiber towel. So just lightly mist the towel like that. Clean up any oil that you may have on your engine. It's always best to keep a clean engine. That way, if you ever have a problem, if you ever have a leak or anything like that, you're definitely going to know, and you're definitely going to be able to fix it. And overall, it's just good to, you know, have a good clean engine bay. So when you pop your hood, your mechanic will respect your vehicle more. And it's just overall just to have a good clean vehicle. So let's go ahead and put the engine cover back on. Okay. Now, I'm trying to show you guys the best that I can. You have two holes, you know, one for your dipstick and one for your oil cap, so you want to fit them in, and then it should be lined up pretty good to just push it on. Okay, so our engine cover is back on. You can clean that off if you want to as well. So yeah, that is how you change the oil on your Mercedes CLA. Like I said, this process is for most Mercedes-Benz. I had a previous E500. They had the oil filter located right here. So I have previous experience of changing the oil in the Mercedes. It's really easy to do. I love these cars. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, so there is one more step that you'll want to take, and that is to reset the service data on your vehicle to show that you've carried out some maintenance. And you'll want to scroll to your mileage, press and hold the call button, and then within 1 second press the OK button and hold them. Okay, so now we came up here. You'll want to scroll down to Assist Plus, so you just press the down arrow key. Go to Full Service, confirm full service. Go to oil grade 229.5. Oil grade service carried out. Yes. Confirm. Full service carried out. Okay, so that is it. That is how you reset the service maintenance on your vehicle.